Gentleman reserves. Gentleman from Georgia is recognized.
I thank the gentleman, and thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield myself such time as I may consume. Mr. Chairman, as you all know, this bill has a strong reputation for finding bipartisan common ground as members work together to fund the construction of military facilities and strive to improve the quality of life and the care afforded to our veterans and our military families. Once again, Chairman Culberson has continued this tradition. The bill before us provides funding levels that I think most members on both sides of the aisle agree are appropriate, while avoiding the contentious legislative riders that complicate passage. I'm pleased to join Chairman Culberson as the House takes up the fiscal year 2015 appropriations bill for military construction, Veterans Affairs, and related agencies. The Milcon VA bill is critically important to the strength and well-being of our military, our veterans, and the families who sacrifice so much to defend our country. Working with Chairman Culberson and the members of the subcommittee, we've crafted a bill that will address the funding needs for military construction and family housing for our troops and their families, as well as other quality of life construction projects. In addition, it will provide funding for many important VA programs, as well as agencies like the Veterans Court of Appeals and the American Battle Monuments Commission. The bill before us today touches every soldier, sailor, Marine, and airman. In addition, the bill also will impact military spouses, their children, and every veteran that participates in VA programs. I want to commend the chairman for his work. Together, we sat through hearings, gaining valuable insight to the workings of all agencies under the subcommittee's jurisdiction. I also want to thank all of our subcommittee members and recognize them for their hard work in crafting this bill. I believe that the minority was treated fairly during this process, and I want to thank Chairman Culberson for ensuring this bipartisan result. Chairman Culberson has already provided the funding highlights in the bill, and I won't repeat them all, but I will say this. In my opinion, the FY15 bill adequately provides for the Department's priorities in military construction for each of the services. If the Department needed something, it's in the bill, and if it didn't need it, it's not in the bill. The Department of Veterans Affairs is funded at $64.7 billion, which is $1.8 billion above the 14 enacted level. Overall, the bill meets the discretionary budget request in all areas of administrative expenses, research, and facilities. In addition, the bill includes $58.7 billion in advances, the same as the budget request. While I'm pleased with the healthy funding increase for the VA, many constituents from my district are still extremely frustrated with the claims backlog. Frankly, I'd have to agree. Now, while the VA has made some progress on lessening the backlog, there are still over 300,000 claims considered as backlogged. So I was pleased that an additional $20 million was included in the bill to assist the VA with making even more progress on the backlog. In addition, Mr. Chairman, it's my hope that coupling the Veterans Claims Intake Program with continued rigorous reporting requirements while fully funding the Veterans Benefit Management System will help the VA reach its goal to end this backlog in 2015. On the issue of electronic medical records, you all know my frustration on this issue, and I could spend all of the time yielded to me just on this one topic. But I will just say this. We have finally gotten the two departments' attention, and I expect to see some real progress on this soon. The bill continues the practice of fencing money for the endeavor to make sure that when it's completed, we have a system that works and works well. Mr. Chairman, I believe that we have a strong bipartisan bill that supports our military, their families, and our veterans. And I'd hate to see the hard work of our committee upended by contentious partisan riders intended to serve in scoring political points instead of those that serve our nation. I also believe the most important thing of this bill, the resources and accountability provided to assist the VA in tackling the claims backlog. So I say to my colleagues that our committee strongly shares the deep commitment of this body to fixing the claims backlog issue. We looked at numerous approaches and firmly believe our bill has found the optimal approach in dealing with this pressing concern for our veterans. I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman reserves. Gentleman from Texas.